Welcome student. Today we study the safflower crop which is in our paper second, and it is the oilseed crop. So we always ask in our question paper different points of safflower. So local name is the Kardai, Kusum, Kusumba. These are the local name of safflower. Then the family is composite and botanical name is Carthamus tinctorius, and origin is the Abyssinia and Afghanistan. One point should be noted that the safflower oil does not increase cholesterol level in human blood, and hence it is the good for health and heart patients. Then we study the economic uses. There are safflower is mostly oilseed crop. Edible oil is also extract from the some safflower seed, and it is the important Rabi oilseed crop grown in Maharashtra. It is mainly grown as a edible oil, and sometimes it is grown for dye purpose, yellow color dye and saffron red color dye also obtained from safflower flowers. So these are the important. Then the oil is good for heart patient as it contains polyunsaturated fatty acids which does not increase the cholesterol level in human blood. So it is important. Then the it has a or oil is drying. So it is drying oil, hence it is used for manufacturing in paint, varnishes, waterproof material, adhesive for glasses, etc. Then the oil cake is also obtained or produced as a byproduct when oil is extracted from safflower seed. So this oil cake is also used for feed of cattle. The oil cake contains 30% to 45% crude proteins which are used for cattle. Then the leaves of young plant are also used as a leafy vegetable. Red and yellow dye also obtained from flower head, and it is used for coloring purpose of cloth and papers. Then it is grown as a border crop to protect the main for crop from domestic animals or wild animals. Then the dried stalk is also used as a fuel and also used for making of paper pulp. Oil content in safflower seed is about 28 to 30%. This point should be always asked for our 1 mark fill in the blanks. Then we study the varieties of safflower. Yan-62-8, Sharda, Tara, Bhima, City-11, Yan-300, Yan-7 and Nira. These are the varieties of safflower. Then we study the ecology. In ecology, climatic requirements are important for safflower crop. Safflower is grown in a cool and dry climate The optimum temperature is required for its proper vegetative growth, that is the 24 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius. Then the safflower plants or crop is drought resistant. Then it is grown successfully as rainfeed in areas where annual rainfall occurs near about 1000 millimeter per year. High humidity and rainfall increase the damage of safflower plants from fungal diseases and also harmful to the flower opening stage. Then we study the soil requirements for safflower. Safflower required well-drained, fertile, medium to heavy soil, which is provide optimum organic matter and also better water holding capacity. Soils are best suitable. It is grown widely ranges of soil, medium to heavy soils. It is grown on light alluvial soil as irrigated, and it is mainly grown on the black cotton soils as unirrigated. That is the pH of soil is required near about 7.5. So these are the important of soil requirement. Then the waterlogging soils are also harmful and it is avoided for safflower growing area. Then we study the land preparation or preparatory tillage for safflower. Safflower require one day plowing once in 3 years, followed by 2 to 3 harrowings when it is grown only one crop throughout a year. And after that, weed plants and stubbles of previous crop are collected and destroyed by burning, and harrowings are given to crush the clod as a crosswise. Then at the time of last harrowing, 5 to 10 tons FYM per hectare mixed with soil properly. And when safflower is grown as a mixed crop, that time all preparatory tillage operations are received which are given to the main crop. So these are the important points for land preparation. Then we study the sowing time. Generally, safflower is sown in the month of October to November during the winter or Rabi season. In early sowing, crop may be suffer from the wilt or rust disease, and late sowing there is a more attack of aphids. So timely sowing is important in safflower crop. Then the seed rate. When it is grown as a mixed crop, that time 8 to 15 kilogram seeds per hectare required, and it is depend upon the lines of safflower crop and main crop. Then when it is grown as a pure crop, that time 20 kilogram to 25 kilogram seeds per hectare required. Then we study the spacing for unfeed crop 45 by 20 centimeter. It is the close spacing is required, and for irrigated crop 60 by 30 centimeter spacing is required row to row and plant to plant. Then the sowing depth of seed is taken near about 8 to 10 centimeter deep, and it is important that the seeds are dropped at moist zone into the soil, and it helps proper and quick and early germination of seeds. Then we study seed treatments given in safflower. There is a one seed treatment, that is the organomercurial fungicide compound treatment, is given for the prevention of seed-borne as well as soil-borne diseases like wilt and rust. So before the sowing of seeds, it is treated with Thyram organomercurial fungicide compound at the rate of 3 gram or Capton 2.5 gram per kg seeds. Rub properly or rub in hand revolving seed treating drum, and after that seeds are used for sowing. It helps the prevention of seed-borne as well as soil-borne diseases. Then the intercultivations. The intercultivations are when it is grown as a mixed crop, that time safflower crop receives all interculture operations which are given to the main crop. So extra interculture operations are not required while it is grown as a mixed crop. But when it is grown as a pure or sole crop, that time two thinnings are given with the help of two blade hoe. That the first thinning is given after 10 days and second thinning is given after 20 days of sowing time. Should be keep proper distance between plant to plant and it grow healthy and successfully. Then the one hand weeding is given. It is important that the initially 40 days safflower crop is kept clean or weedless. So first weeding is given after 15 days of sowing time, and if there is a high intensity of weed, other sub weeding is also given at the interval of 20 days of first hand weeding. And it is important that the two hoeings are sufficient, that at the interval of 15 days it also help to remove the thickly excess or randomly germinated seedlings and also uprooted the excess weed growth which is appeared between rows, and it also gives benefit to loosening of soil and allow to penetration of roots, and better aeration is done into the soil. Then at the age of 45 to 60 days of crop, topping operation is given and young leaves are topped from the branches, and it is mainly used for leafy vegetable purpose, and other purpose is that it increase or this operation increase the fruiting branches and ultimately increase the flowering and ultimately higher in yield. So topping is given. Topping means removal small tip of branch is known as a topping. So these are the interculture operations. Then we study the manuring at the time of plant preparation, 5 to 10 tons FYM mix with soil properly, and after that the recommended fertilizer dose for Enfield crop is 25 kilogram nitrogen only, and for irrigated crop 50 kilogram nitrogen and 25 kilogram phosphorus per hectare is given. In case of rainfed, fertilizer should be applied at the time of sowing, and in case of irrigated crop, half dose of nitrogen and full dose of phosphorus is given at the time of sowing, and remaining half dose of nitrogen is given after 30 days of sowing time. So these are the important points in manuring. It should be also asked as a manuring and fertilizer management and its allotment or its spelt doses. This word should be asked in our point. So these are the carefully study. Then the irrigation. Safflower is more drought resistant crop, hence generally it is grown as a rainfed, and it is thrives very well on available soil moisture into the soil. Then when it is grown as irrigated, if there is a requirement, first pre-soaking irrigation is given just before the sowing of 2 to 3 days, and when soil comes on Wapsa condition, that time sowing is done. The other irrigation should be given at critical growth stages, that is the flowering stage. It is 35 to 40 days after sowing time, and at the time second irrigation is applied or given at the time of grain filling stage, that is 65 to 70 days after sowing. Then we study the harvesting. For grain purpose, the safflower crop ready to harvest or matured within 120 to 125 days. 120 days to 125 days after sowing time. It is harvested after drying of leaves and drying of capsules, and that time leaves are turned to yellow color and start to drying, and some dried leaves are starts dropping, and stalk of plant is slightly green in color. That time it is the right stage of harvesting. The harvesting is done by the uprooting of plants or pull out the plants by hand, or cut the plants close to the ground level early in the morning when there is a dew on the plants. Then the plants are kept and left for sun drying into the field for few days. Then the proper drying of plants, that is carried out to the threshing yard, and threshing is done by beaten with the help of heavy stick, and seeds are separated from the capsules, and then the winnowing is given to separate the flowers, separate the seeds and husk, and after that seeds are proper drying into the sunlight, and then it is stored in gunny bags. When it is harvested as a leafy vegetable, that the when crop is near about when crop is near about 45 to 60 days, that time leaf portion is cut, or sometimes the plants are also harvested or uprooted for the purpose of leafy vegetable before the flowering stage, that is the within 45 days of sowing time. And when the flower heads are plucked for dye purpose, that time it is harvested, or flower heads are harvested after 35 to 40 days of sowing time, that is at the time of flowering stage. And the flower heads are pulped at every 2 to 3 days after for dye purpose. So these are the important for harvesting and their purpose of cultivation. Then we study the yield of crop. Generally, it is grown as a mixed crop. That time 125 kilogram seeds per hectare obtained. And when it is grown as a pure or soil crop, that time 500 to 800 kilogram seeds per hectare obtained. And for dye purpose, 100 to 150 kilogram dried petals per hectare obtained. So then we study the pest and diseases of safflower. There is a plant protection. Initially we study the pest, that is the safflower fly. The nature of damage is the maggot of this pest or fly is feed on essential organs of florist. Sometimes it bore into the thalamus, and it also affect on the grain filling stage. So it is the destructive pest of safflower crop. Then the control measures. Affected plants and parts are collected and destroyed by burning outside of the field. Given a spray of 0.07% endosulfan and 0.05% malathion at the interval of 10 to 15 days, 1 to 2 times, to control the safflower fly. Then second pest is attacked, that is the safflower leaf-eating caterpillar. The nature of damage study initially. It is number 1, the caterpillar feed on leaves and defoliate the plants. It also damage on tender parts of plant or branch and damage the tender capsules, and after that these capsules are not form seed properly and yield is become less. So the control measures of caterpillar is the collect and destroy caterpillars, dust 10% carbaryl powder at the rate of 20 kilogram per hectare early in the morning, and or given a spray of 0.5% endosulfan at the interval of 10 to 15 days to control the safflower leaf-eating caterpillar. Then we study the aphids. The nature of damage is it is serious pest of safflower crop. The nymphs and adults suck the cells up from backside of leaves, tender part of plant and flower buds, and also on capsules. It attack and suck cells up and finally leaves are turned into yellow color and there is a loss of chlorophyll so that the photosynthesis process disturb. Then when it is attack on the capsules, that time capsules are also remain in a small size and it is not formed or developed properly, or when it is attack at flower bud stage, that time flower buds are also take place shading. So these are the major destruction or nature of damage of this pest which is safflower aphids. Then the control measure, given a spray of 0.03% dimethoate or 0.02% dimeton, or at the interval of 15 days dust the carbaryl powder 10% or 4% endosulfan granules at the rate of 20 kilogram per hectare, and timely sowing is given to reduce the attack of safflower aphids, that is late sowing is not done. Then the diseases, there are initially wilt disease. We study the symptoms of this disease is it is the fungus disease of safflower. Yeah, initially yellowing of leaves on one side of plant starts, particularly lower leaves, and then wilting take place and infected flower heads are aborted the seeds, that is not produce the seed. Infected flower heads are not produce seeds into the capsules, or capsules are not formed properly. So these are the important symptoms for wilt disease. Then the control measure, given seed treatment of Bavistin or Capton 2.5 gram per kg seed or 3 gram Thyram per kg seed. Then avoid the heavy application of irrigation water during the seedling stage, and heavy rainwater immediately drain out, or excess rainwater immediately drain out from the field, and water-logging soils are avoided. These are the control measure for wilt disease. Then the rust disease of safflower. The symptoms are the small brown pustules of rust are found on cotyledons in seedling stage, which may be cause wilting of the plants. The cashew nut brown pustules of 1 to 2 millimeter in size develop on the leaf surface, which are laterally turned into black color, and laterally the disease spread on leaves, flowers, and capsules. So it affect on the yield of grains or grain filling in capsules. So the control measure of this disease is the seeds are treated with 3 gram Thyram or 2 gram 2.5 gram Capton fungicide compound per kilogram seeds. Grow disease resistant variety, given a spray of DM45 at the interval of 15 days 3 to 4 times at the rate of 25 to 30 gram per 10-liter water. Then we study the bacterial blight disease of safflower. It is the bacterial disease of safflower crop. Initially, dark water soaked lesions are appeared on stem and leaf petioles. Brown discoloration appears on the stem. Dark brown spots which with concentric ring develop up to the 1 millimeter diameter on the leaf surface, and laterally it is developed into large lesions or lesions are appeared, and then the infected leaves or plants are failed to grow properly and seeds are not formed properly into the capsules, and so yield is become lower. The control measure for this disease is the given a spray of streptocycline 500 ppm for 2 to 3 times at the interval of 15 to 20 days. So these are the control measure for bacterial blight disease. Then we also ask the collection of dye from safflower flowers. This point should be asked for our 2 marks short note. So mainly yellow color and saffron red color dye is obtained from the safflower flower heads, and mainly yellow dye is obtained due to carthamine pigment or element which is available into the flower. The flowers are collected at flowering stage, that is after 35 to 45 days of sowing time. For dye purpose, flower heads are pulled at every 2 to 3 days interval. The ray florets and disc florets are collected. The yellow dye is obtained, dissolve them in water, and after that remaining pulp is taken out and it is dried in and make a small cubes, and it is used for obtain the saffron red dye. The saffron red dye is obtained by these cubes dissolved in alkali solution, and this dye, that is the yellow color and saffron red color, is used for coloring of clothes. So these 5 to 6 points are also carefully study or listen, and it also asks for our 2 mark short note dye collection from safflower flowers. So these are the important, so it is carefully study or listen. Thank you student. Now then we meet in our next video, next topic, next crop. Thank you student.